Talk louder.
If everyone can hear me, I'm fine here. My question, that was a wonderful segue, better ways to keep our environment clean. The potential introduction of hydrofracking as a method to extract natural gas from shale formations in New York State has become a huge issue. Drillers are promising economic benefits during these difficult times, while opponents are concerned about the poor industry track record for health and safety in other states where hydrofracking has occurred, as well as the potential long-term impacts on our residents and our environment. Where do you stand on allowing hydrofracking in New York?
Thank you very much, Pamela. I think with any discussion, and in particular with the environment and the concerns that we have about making sure our environment stays clean, and all of us who have lived through the Onondaga Lake cleanup knows what happens when we don't take care of our resources. We have to be reasonable, and we have to not be reactive. When it comes to fracking, I think we do our economy here in upstate New York, and we do the nation a disservice by not looking at this reasonably and rationally. The EPA has a study that comes out at the end of this year that will talk about fracking and what the impacts are on the environment, on our water. But to absolutely ban fracking is not, it doesn't make sense, and it's a reactionary. I have an environmental and an energy advisory council. I have people who are pro and against fracking on that committee, and we have this dialogue. What we need to do is have a reasonable approach. We understand the benefits of fracking, the tremendous natural gas reserves we have between the Marcellus Shale and the Utica Shale, the opportunity for this nation to be energy independent, the jobs that will be created. Those are too significant to just cast those aside in the interest of the environment. We've got to work closely to keep the environment pure, to make sure we explore all of the concerns and the issues about fracking, but at the same time, we've got to be practical. This nation needs an energy policy. This nation needs to be energy independent given all that's going on in the Middle East. This administration should have approved the Keystone Pipeline. You want to create 50,000 new jobs, you want to decrease the cost of gasoline when you go out to get. Those are the kinds of things we can do now. This country has energy and oil reserves that could make us energy independent. All of the options, and I don't say we shouldn't be exploring wind and solar power. We need to explore those as well. But the reality of it is the renewables right now just aren't giving us enough electricity. And we as a nation have the ability, we have the resources to be energy independent, and we need to do it in a thoughtful, careful way that protects the economy, but at the same time doesn't cast aside all of the benefits that will come to this nation if we're energy independent.
Thanks for your question. This is an issue that is very important to me, and unlike Anne-Marie and Dan, I would support a ban on hydrofracking, a federal ban like France and Bulgaria have already enacted. And I think it's justified and it's morally acceptable to have an emotional reaction to an issue that threatens our health, that threatens the stability of our economy. Central New York is, agriculture is our biggest industry, and hydrofracking poses a threat to our agriculture, as well as our tourism industry that is really only growing right now. And the only kind of energy independence that's true energy independence is based in renewable energy. According to the Political Economy Institute at the University of Amherst, for every dollar that's spent in jobs in the fossil fuel industry, that same investment could generate 3 to 4 times as many jobs in renewables. So really the key to energy independence is renewable energy, because it frees us from the control and really the tyranny of these big energy companies. Exxon, BP, Chevron, they had record profits in the years between 2005 and 2010, yet they cut their U.S. workforce by over 11,000 workers. So fracking isn't the key to the future, and it's not a bridge towards renewable energy. It's really a bridge to nowhere. And I've been to Pennsylvania, and I've spoken with people whose health has been destroyed, whose well water has been destroyed. So it's wrong to put the safety and our future and the sustainability of our state at the expense of short-term profits. And there's no guarantee that natural gas from fracking would even be sold in the United States. it's not being planned for the U.S. And so that's why we need to ban fracking, and we need to establish a goal to get to a fossil fuel-free economy as soon as possible, which is why I'm advocating for legislation for Zero Carbon America 2025. And I'd encourage you all to visit my website, ursulaforcongress.com, to see my climate action plan. The Green Party is the only party in this election at the local level and at the presidential level that is offering a solution to the climate crisis.